Picture this. You're scrolling listings late at night. You see a rental property and think, this could actually work. The rent looks solid. The price feels reasonable. The calculator says you're cash flowing a couple $100 a month, and in your head, you've already won. But here's the problem. Most rental properties don't fail because of tenants, repairs, or the market. They fail because buyers never checked three numbers that quietly predict whether a rental will make money or slowly drain you. And the scary part? You can buy a rental that looks good on paper and still regret it a year later. Today, I'll show you the three numbers that predict a rental's future before you buy. And at the end, I'll explain why smart people ignore them anyway. Introduction. My name is Nick, and I spend way too much time thinking about how rental properties actually make or lose money over time. Not just in spreadsheets, but in real life. If you're someone who lacks a clear understanding of the real estate market but wants to enter it easily and without losing money, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Why this video matters. This isn't a hype video. It's about predictability. We'll cover a rent number that tells you if the deal even makes sense. An expense number most people lie to themselves about, a margin number that decides if you'll regret this rental. Each one builds on the last. Challenge the common belief. Look, most people think rental success is simple. Does it cash flow? But here's the thing. Cash flow alone is a terrible predictor of a rental's future. Because cash flow can look fine today while hiding problems that show up later. Good investors don't ask, does this work right now? They ask, what happens when something goes wrong? That's what these three numbers answer. Number 1, rent versus price. This number answers one question. Is this property even built to be a rental? Example, price, $300,000. Rent, $1,800 per month. That's $21,600 per year. That rent has to cover mortgage taxes, insurance, maintenance, vacancy, surprises. Here's what most people don't realize. The rent-to-price relationship sets the ceiling for how good the deal can ever be. You can't renovate your way out of bad math. If rent starts weak, the rental spends its life struggling. Number 2, the true expense ratio. This is the silent killer. Most beginners think expenses are just mortgage, taxes, insurance. Real rentals include maintenance, vacancy, turnover, capital expenses, time, and stress. Many long-term rental models assume 30 to 50% of rent goes to expenses before the mortgage. If rent is $2,000, $600 to $1,000 disappears before debt even starts. Why people miss this? Because expenses don't hit every month, so your brain pretends they don't exist until they do. Number 3, cash flow margin. This is where it gets real. The question isn't, does it cash flow? It's, how much margin does it have? A rental that cash flows $100 per month is fragile. One repair wipes it out. A rental that cash flows $400 to $500 per month has room to breathe. And boring rentals win. Margin lets you survive bad months without panic. Putting it together. Quick example. Price, $320,000. Rent, $2,200 per month. Annual rent, $26,400. 40% expenses, $10,560. Left before mortgage, $15,840. Mortgage, $13,200 per year. Cash flow, $220 per month. On paper, it works, but one vacancy or repair wipes it out. That's not a bad rental, it's just tight, and tight rentals create stress. Why people ignore these numbers? This isn't just math, it's psychology, ownership bias. Once you imagine owning it, you defend it. Scarcity. This deal won't be here tomorrow. Spreadsheet comfort. Numbers feel safe even when incomplete. A calculator doesn't show stress, it doesn't show regret. Common objections. What if I'm betting on appreciation? That's speculation, not strategy. What if rents go up? Buying something that only works later is a gamble. Good rentals survive today. Actionable steps: run all three numbers on every deal. Stress test with vacancy and repairs. Walk away faster. Walking away is winning. Big takeaway. A good rental doesn't just make money, it gives you margin. It stays boring. It lets you sleep. That's what these three numbers predict. Ending plus CTA rentals shouldn't feel like a second job you hate. If you want, in the next video, I'll show you how to kill bad deals in under 5 minutes using a simple checklist. Comment checklist if that would help. And if you want to learn real estate without hype or stress, hit subscribe. We're building this the right way, brick by brick.